Let us practice one sentence that many learners find useful. Repeat after me. How long have you been working here? Say it slowly. How long have you been working here? This sentence uses the present perfect tense, which is used for actions that started in the past and continue in the present. Do not worry too much about the grammar here. Just practice the sound of the sentence. How long have you been working here? Now I will tell you a short story for listening practice. After the story, I will ask you simple questions so you can check your listening skills. Here is the story. There is a man named David who has recently moved to a new city for his job. On his first day, he wakes up early and takes a bus to work. When he arrives, he feels a little nervous because everything is new to him. But he meets a friendly coworker named Maya. She smiles and says, "Hello, are you new here?" And David says, "Yes, today is my first day." Maya says, "Welcome, if you need any help, just ask me." David feels relieved and happy. During lunch, Maya shows him where the cafeteria is and introduces him to two other colleagues. At the end of the day, David returns home feeling confident and positive about his new job. Now I will ask you 3 simple questions. Try to answer out loud. The first question is, what is the name of the man in the story? Say your answer now. Good. The second question is, who welcomes David on his first day? Say your answer now. Good. And the third question is, how does David feel at the end of the day? Say your answer now. Very nice. Listening practice like this helps you understand conversations naturally. Now let us focus on vocabulary building for everyday life. Here are some useful words and phrases that appear often in conversations. Listen to the word, then listen to the example sentence. The word comfortable. Example sentence. I feel comfortable speaking English with friendly people. The next word, nervous. Example sentence. Many people feel nervous when they speak a new language. The next word, confident. Example sentence. You will become more confident with practice. The next word, direction. Example sentence. She asked for directions to the market. The next phrase, on my way. Example. I am on my way to work. Whenever you learn new vocabulary, try to use it in your own sentences. Now let us practice speaking prompts. I will say a question and you will answer it out loud in your own words. Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are normal. First question. Where are you from? Answer now. Very good. Next question. What do you like to do in your free time? Answer now. Very nice. Third question. What did you do yesterday? Answer now. Excellent. These kinds of questions help you practice natural speaking. Now let us practice pronunciation with sounds that many learners find difficult. The th sound in English can be challenging. For example, the word think. Put your tongue gently between your teeth and breathe out softly. Say think. Now repeat. Think. Another example is this. This uses the soft th sound. Say this. Now repeat. This. Practice both sounds. Think. This. Do it slowly and gently. Over time you will master this sound. Now imagine another real-life situation. You are at a supermarket. You need help finding something. You want to talk to a staff member. You say, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the milk is?" The staff member says, "Yes, it is in aisle 5. You reply, "Thank you." Very simple. Now imagine you need help again. You say, "Excuse me, I cannot find the bread, could you please help me?" And the staff member says, "Sure, it is right over here." You respond, "Thank you very much." These small interactions appear in real life and practicing them makes you feel safe and confident. Now let us practice grammar gently with simple everyday examples. We will practice the difference between the past tense and the present perfect tense. Listen carefully. The sentence "I went to the market yesterday" is past tense because the action is finished and it happened at a specific time. But the sentence I have gone to the market many times is present perfect because the action happened repeatedly in the past and there is no specific time. Past tense answers the question when present perfect answers the question how many times or how long. You do not need deep grammar today. Just understand the basic idea. Now repeat these sentences after me. I went to the market yesterday. Good. Now repeat. I have gone to the market many times. Very nice. Now let us return to real-life conversation practice. Imagine you want to make small talk with someone. Small talk is short, friendly conversation that people use to feel comfortable. For example, you say the weather is nice today. The other person says yes, it is very pleasant. Then you say, do you live around here? They say yes, not far from here. And you say, oh, that is great, I just moved here last month. Small talk helps you connect with people without pressure. Today we are going to practice real-life conversations together in a simple, natural way. I want you to imagine that you and I are sitting in a relaxed classroom. There is no pressure. You are learning English to communicate confidently in everyday life, and I am here to help you step by step. Everything I say will be clear and slow. You can repeat after me whenever you want, and you can pause the video anytime you need to practice more. In this lesson we will learn how to speak naturally in real-life situations. We will explore dialogues, small stories, pronunciation guidance, speaking prompts, simple grammar points, and vocabulary building. The goal is to help you feel ready to speak English in your daily life with confidence. Let us begin slowly and gently. Take a deep breath and relax your shoulders. Learning English is a journey. You do not need to rush. Every word you practice today will make you better at speaking tomorrow. Imagine that you meet someone for the first time. You want to start a simple conversation. Many learners worry about this, but the truth is that most real-life conversations begin with very short sentences. Listen to this example. I say hello, how are you, and the other person says I am good, thank you, how are you, then you say I am fine, thanks, it is nice to meet you. Very simple, very natural. Now I want you to repeat this with me. First I will say the line. Then I will pause so you can say it out loud. Hello, how are you? Now you repeat. Good. Next line. I am good, thank you, how are you? Now you repeat. Very nice. Next line. I am fine, thanks, it is nice to meet you. And now you repeat. Wonderful. When you speak slowly and clearly, everyday greetings become a natural habit. Now imagine a short real-life situation. You walk into a small cafe. The barista smiles at you. You need to order a coffee. This is a place where many learners freeze because they worry about making mistakes. But the truth is that ordering something is one of the easiest conversations. Listen to this dialogue. The barista says, hello, what can I get for you today? And you say, hi, I would like one coffee, please. The barista asks, sure, what kind of coffee would you like? And you say, I would like a cappuccino, please. Then the barista asks, would you like it hot or iced? And you answer, hot, please. Finally the barista says, great, your total is 125 rupees or whatever the price might be. And you reply, thank you. That is all you need. These short everyday conversations give you real confidence. Let us practice pronunciation now. Focus on the phrase I would like. Many learners say it too quickly or incorrectly. Say it slowly with me. I would like. Again. I would like. Sometimes native speakers contract it and say I'd like. But for now, keep it slow and clear. I would like. Now I want to give you a small speaking prompt. Imagine you are in the cafe again. Imagine the barista is waiting for your order. What do you want to order? Say it out loud now. Say I would like, and complete the sentence. Very good. You can practice this many times. Each time choose a new drink or food item. The more you repeat it, the more natural it becomes. Now let us move into another real-life conversation. Imagine you are asking for directions. Many people feel nervous when they need to ask for directions in English. But it is actually very simple. Listen to this example. You say, "Excuse me, could you please tell me how to get to the bus station?" The other person says, "Sure, go straight for 2 minutes, then turn left." You say, "Thank you so much." And they reply, "You are welcome." That is it. Easy and clear. You do not need long sentences. Short sentences are enough to communicate. Let us practice pronunciation again. Repeat after me. Excuse me, could you please tell me how to get to the bus station? Take your time and repeat slowly. Good. Now repeat this shorter version. Excuse me, where is the bus station? Good. Both are correct. Use whichever one feels comfortable. Now I want you to imagine another realistic situation. You are meeting a new colleague at work. The conversation begins with a simple introduction. Listen. You say, "Hi, my name is Archie." And the colleague says, "Hi, nice to meet you, I am Sarah." You say, "Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?" And she says, "I am from Canada, what about you?" You say, "I am from India." She says, "Oh, that is wonderful, how long have you been working here?" You say, "I started last month." And she replies, "Great, I hope you enjoy working here." Very simple. These kinds of conversations happen every single day in workplaces. Let us practice pronunciation of the word comfortable, which many learners find difficult. Say it slowly with me. Comfortably. Not comfortably as many learners say. Just comfortably. Now repeat 3 times. Very good. Now let us practice another natural dialogue. Imagine you are at a doctor's clinic. The receptionist asks, "Hello, do you have an appointment?" You say, "Yes, I have an appointment at 10:30. The receptionist says, "Please have a seat, the doctor will see you soon." You reply, "Thank you." Or maybe you do not have an appointment. Then you say, "Hello, I would like to see the doctor today." And the receptionist asks, "Do you have an appointment?" You say, "No, I do not." And the receptionist says, "That is okay, please wait for a few minutes." Very simple and calm. Now let us practice a listening and speaking exercise. I will describe a situation and you will imagine how you would respond in English. Imagine you are on a train. A person next to you says, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" What will you say? Respond now. Very nice. Now imagine someone says, "Do you know what time it is?" What is your response? Say it now. Good. When you practice imagining conversations, your brain becomes more comfortable with real-life speaking. Now let us do a little confidence building. Many learners worry about sounding perfect. But in real life, people do not speak with perfect grammar all the time. People speak to communicate their ideas, not to win a grammar competition. When you speak, do not think too much. Relax your mind and allow the words to come naturally. You are learning a new language. You deserve patience and kindness. Believe in yourself. Now let us practice a longer real-life conversation to improve fluency. Listen carefully. You are meeting a friend at a park. You arrive a little early. After a few minutes, your friend walks toward you. You say, "Hey, good to see you, how have you been?" Your friend says, "I have been good, just busy with work, what about you?" You say, "Same here, I have had a lot of work lately, but things are getting better." Your friend says, "That is good to hear, are you free this weekend?" You say, "Yes, I think so, why?" Your friend says, "I was thinking we could go watch a movie or maybe try a new restaurant." You say, "That sounds great, I would love that." Your friend says, "Perfect, I will send you the details later." You say, "Awesome, talk to you soon." This kind of conversation feels natural, simple, and friendly. Now repeat after me some useful sentences from this dialogue. How have you been? Say it slowly. How have you been? Good. Next sentence. I have been good, just busy with work. Repeat. Very nice. Next sentence. Are you free this weekend? Repeat it. Excellent. These sentences help you speak fluently in daily life. Now let us practice vocabulary related to feelings because we often talk about our emotions in real life. Repeat after me. I feel happy. Good. I feel tired. Good. I feel stressed. Good. I feel excited. Good. I feel relaxed. Good. Now make your own sentences with each feeling. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to express yourself. Let us learn a short story again for listening practice. Here is the story. Anna is a young woman who works at a bookstore. Every morning she arrives at the store at 9 o'clock. She loves books and enjoys talking to customers. One day an elderly man enters the store looking worried. Anna walks up to him and asks, "Can I help you find something today?" The elderly man says, "Yes, I am looking for a book for my granddaughter, but I cannot remember the title." Anna smiles and says, "No problem, can you tell me what the story is about?" The man explains that it is about a brave girl who saves her village. Anna thinks for a moment and then walks to a shelf. She picks up a book and hands it to him. The man's eyes light up and he says, "Yes, this is the one, thank you so much." Anna smiles and says, "I am happy I could help." The man leaves the store feeling grateful and Anna feels satisfied that she helped someone. Now I will ask you questions about the story. Answer out loud. What time does Anna arrive at the bookstore? Good. Who enters the store looking worried? Good. What kind of book is the man searching for? Good. How does Anna help him? Good. How does the elderly man feel at the end? Good job. Listening and answering is a powerful practice tool. Now let us practice a useful speaking structure. When you want to express your plans for the near future, you can use I am going to. Repeat after me. I am going to visit my friend. Good. I am going to cook dinner tonight. Good. I am going to study English later. Good. You can also use I will for quick decisions. For example, if someone asks you, "Are you free now?" you can respond, "I will come in 5 minutes." Practice both structures. I am going to for planned actions and I will for immediate decisions. Now imagine you are at a clothing store. You need help with the size. Listen. You say, "Excuse me, can I try this in a larger size?" The salesperson says, "Sure, let me check for you." You reply, "Thank you." The salesperson returns and says, "Here you go." You say, "Perfect, thank you so much." Very simple and very useful. Now I want to teach you the difference between the words borrow and lend because many learners confuse them. If you borrow something, you take it from someone. If you lend something, you give it to someone. Listen carefully. Can I borrow your pen means you take a pen from someone. Can you lend me your pen means the same thing, but you are asking the other person to give you the pen. Repeat after me. Can I borrow your pen? Good. Can you lend me your pen? Good. Now let us practice more speaking prompts. Answer each question in your own words. What did you eat for breakfast today? Good. What time do you usually wake up? Nice. What is one thing that makes you happy? Great. The more you answer questions out loud, the more fluent you become. Now let us learn another short natural conversation. Imagine you are booking a hotel room. The receptionist says, "Hello, how may I help you?" You say, "Hi, I would like to book a room for 2 nights, please." The receptionist says, "Certainly, what dates will you be staying?" You say, "From the 10th to the 12th, please." The receptionist says, "We have a room available, would you like a single bed or a double bed?" You say, "A double bed, please." The receptionist says, "Perfect, your room is booked." You reply, "Thank you very much." Now let us practice pronunciation of the word available. Break it into parts. Available. Repeat slowly. Available. Now say it naturally. Available. Good. Now I want to help you build more confidence. Many learners think they need to speak fast to sound fluent. But fluency is not about speed. Fluency is about being able to communicate comfortably. Speaking slowly is completely okay. In fact, clear, slow speech is easier for everyone. So do not rush. Do not push yourself to speak like a native speaker. Speak like yourself. That is enough. Now imagine you are meeting your friend after a long time. You greet them with warmth. You say, "It has been a long time, how are you?" Your friend says, "I am doing great, I missed you." You say, "I missed you too, it is nice to see you." Very simple and friendly. Let us practice vocabulary related to time. Repeat after me. Yesterday. Today. Tomorrow. Last week. Next month. A moment ago. In a few minutes. Very good. Now I will give you a small story for listening and speaking practice at the same time. Here is the story. There is a woman named Lila who loves gardening. Every evening she spends 1 hour taking care of her plants. One day she notices that one of her plants looks weak. She is worried and wonders what happened. She checks the soil and finds that it is too dry. So she waters the plant gently. After a few days the plant becomes healthy again. Lila feels relieved and happy. She believes that small actions every day can make a big difference. Now answer the questions. What does Lila love? Good. What problem does she notice? Good. How does she help the plant? Good. How does she feel when the plant becomes healthy again? Excellent. Now let us practice asking for help politely. Repeat after me. Could you please help me? Good. Could you repeat that, please? Good. I did not understand, could you say it again? Good. Polite English helps you in every situation. Now imagine you are at an airport. You need to know the boarding gate. You say, "Excuse me, could you tell me which gate the flight to Delhi is boarding from?" The staff member says it is gate number 14. You say, "Thank you very much." And they respond, "You are welcome." Simple and useful. Now let us practice pronunciation of the word comfortable again because it appears a lot in real-life conversations. Repeat slowly. Comfortably. Again. Comfortably. Good. Now I want to give you a speaking drill. I will start a sentence and you finish it. Try to respond quickly and naturally without thinking too much. I am going to. Good. Yesterday I. Good. I feel happy when. Good. I want to learn English because. Good. These drills help you speak spontaneously. Now let us practice another longer natural conversation. Imagine you are in a taxi. The driver says, "Good morning, where would you like to go?" You say, "Good morning, please take me to the train station." The driver says, "Sure, do you prefer the faster route or the cheaper route?" You say, "The faster route, please, I am in a little hurry." The driver says, "No problem, we will be there soon." Then you say, "Thank you." After some time the driver says, "We have arrived, that will be 200 rupees." You pay and say, "Thank you, have a nice day." The driver replies, "You too." Now practice these sentences after me. Please take me to the train station. Good. I prefer the faster route. Good. Have a nice day. Good. Now let us continue with grammar guidance. Today I want you to notice how often we use contractions in spoken English. For example, do not becomes don't. I am becomes I'm. You are becomes you're. But remember, you do not need to use contractions if they are difficult. Speaking slowly and clearly with full forms is perfectly fine for learners. You can say I am instead of I'm. You are instead of you're. Native speakers will understand you completely. Now let us practice pronunciation of common contractions. Repeat after me. I'm. Good. You're. Good. There. Good. Don't. Good. Can't. Good. Again, do not worry about using them perfectly. We are practicing to help you understand them. Now let us imagine a scenario where you need to make a phone call. Many learners find phone calls difficult because they cannot see the other person's face. But if you keep your sentences short and clear, phone calls become easy. Listen to this example. You say, "Hello, may I speak to Rahul please?" The person says, "Sure, one moment please." When Rahul answers, he says, "Hello." You say, "Hi Rahul, this is Archie, I just wanted to confirm our meeting time." Rahul says, "Sure, we are meeting at 3 o'clock. You say, "Great, thank you." Rahul says, "You are welcome." And the call ends. Now let us practice asking questions politely. Repeat after me. May I ask you something? Good. Could you tell me the time? Good. Do you know where the station is? Good. Now here is another short story to help you learn natural rhythm in English. There is a young man named Omar who loves morning walks. Every day he wakes up at 6 o'clock and walks to a nearby park. He enjoys the fresh air and the quiet morning sounds. One day while walking he meets a friendly dog. The dog walks beside him for a few minutes and Omar feels happy. Later he sees the dog's owner who says thank you for walking with him. Omar smiles and says he is very friendly. The owner says yes, he loves meeting new people. Omar continues his walk feeling peaceful and refreshed. Now answer these questions. What time does Omar wake up? Good. What does he enjoy about the morning? Good. Who does he meet during his walk? Good. How does he feel at the end? Excellent. Now let us practice vocabulary related to daily routines. Repeat after me. Wake up. Get ready. Leave the house. Go to work. Take a break. Come home. Eat dinner. Go to bed. Very nice. Now let us practice short role-play prompts. I will give you a situation and you speak the response. Situation 1. You are late for class. What do you say when you enter? Say it now. Good. Situation 2. You are at a shop and the cashier gives you the wrong change. What do you say? Say it now. Good. Situation 3. Your friend asks you for advice. What is your response? Nice. Situation 4. Someone compliments you. What do you say? Very good. Now let us practice pronunciation of common daily words. Repeat after me. Breakfast. Dinner. Water. Comfortable. Restaurant. Schedule. Interesting. Again. Good. Now let us practice a natural conversation about weekend plans. You say, what are you doing this weekend? Your friend says, I might visit my family. What about you? You say, I am going to relax at home and watch a movie. Your friend says, that sounds nice, enjoy. You say, thank you, you too. Now repeat after me. What are you doing this weekend? Good. I might visit my family. Good. I am going to relax at home. Good. Now I want to share a short motivational message with you. Learning English takes time, but you are doing wonderful work. Every time you speak, even if you make mistakes, you grow stronger. Every sentence you practice becomes part of your knowledge. Do not worry about perfection. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal. You are improving every day. Now let us continue with more real-life conversation practice. Imagine you need help choosing a product at a store. You say, excuse me, could you recommend something? The staff says, sure, what are you looking for? You say, I need a good gift for my friend. The staff asks, what does your friend like? You say, she likes books. The staff says, then I recommend this one. It is very popular. You say, thank you, that looks great. Simple and practical. Now let us practice more speaking prompts. Answer these aloud. What is your favorite place in your city? Good. What is one thing you want to learn this year? Good. Describe a happy memory. Very nice. Now let us work on pronunciation of the R sound in English. Many learners find the R sound difficult. Place your tongue slightly back and rounded. Repeat after me. Red. Road. Right. Ready. Really good. Now let us do a relaxing listening story. Imagine a small town near a river. In this town lives a girl named Mira. She loves sitting by the river every evening. One day she meets an old woman who also comes to the river to relax. They talk for a few minutes. Mira learns that the old woman has been visiting the river for more than 20 years. She shares stories about her life and her family. Mira listens with interest. At the end, the old woman says it is nice to talk to someone who listens. Mira smiles and says, "I enjoyed our conversation too." They both leave the river feeling peaceful. Now answer these questions. Who is the main character in the story? Good. Where does she like to sit? Good. Who does she meet? Good. How long has the old woman been visiting the river? Good. How do they feel at the end? Excellent. Now let us practice expressing opinions. Repeat after me. I think this is a good idea. Good. In my opinion, this is better. Good. I like this because it is simple. Good. I prefer this one. Good. Now let us practice agreeing and disagreeing politely. Repeat after me. I agree with you. Good. That makes sense. Good. I see your point, but I have a different opinion. Good. I do not think so. Good. These phrases help you speak naturally in discussions. Now imagine you are at a restaurant. The waiter says, "Are you ready to order?" You say, "Yes, I would like the pasta, please." The waiter asks, "Would you like anything to drink?" You say, "Yes, water, please." The waiter says, "Certainly." After some time, the waiter asks, "How is your food?" You say, "It is very good, thank you." At the end of the meal, you say, "Could I have the bill, please?" The waiter says, "Of course, I will bring it right away." Very useful and natural. Now let us practice speaking prompts again. Respond to the following questions. What did you learn today? Good. What is something you want to practice more? Good. How do you feel about your English right now? Very nice. Now let us slow down and practice rhythm and intonation. Speak slowly with me. I am learning English every day. Good. I am becoming more confident. Good. I can speak clearly. Good. I will continue practicing. Good. Positive sentences build positive mindset. Now let us practice expressing needs and desires. Repeat after me. I need some help. Good. I want to improve my speaking. Good. I would like some water, please. Good. I am looking for a new job. Good. Now I will give you another short story. There is a man named Sunil who loves cooking. Every weekend he tries a new recipe. One weekend he decides to try making homemade pizza. He buys fresh vegetables, cheese, and dough. When he starts cooking, he realizes he forgot to buy tomato sauce. He feels disappointed, but then he remembers that he has tomatoes at home. He makes fresh sauce and continues cooking. The pizza turns out delicious. Sunil feels proud that he solved the problem and made something tasty. Now answer these questions. What does Sunil love? Good. What problem does he face? Good. How does he solve it? Good. How does he feel at the end? Excellent. Now let us practice describing experiences. Repeat after me. Last year I traveled to a new place. Good. I tried new food and met new people. Good. It was an interesting experience. Good. I learned a lot. Good. Now imagine a simple phone conversation to practice. You say, "Hello, is this the delivery service?" The person says yes, how can I help you? You say I would like to check the status of my order. The person asks what is your order number? You say it is 1234. The person says thank you, your order will arrive today. You say great, thank you. Simple, practical and useful. Now let us practice vocabulary related to communication. Repeat after me. Conversation. Discussion. Explanation. Question. Answer. Message. Reply. Good. Now imagine you are helping someone in English. They say I am learning English but it is difficult. You say you are doing great, keep practicing, you will improve. When you encourage others, you also encourage yourself. Now let us do pronunciation practice for difficult word endings. Repeat after me. Walk, walked. Talk, talked. Clean, cleaned. Play, played. Good. Remember, in many verbs ending with ed, the sound is just a soft D. Now let us practice describing your day. Repeat after me. I woke up early today. Good. I had breakfast and went to work. Good. I talked to my colleagues. Good. After that I came home and relaxed. Good. Now I want you to imagine a simple, friendly conversation with a neighbor. You say good morning. The neighbor says good morning, how are you? You say I am good, thank you, how about you? They say I am fine, thanks, have a nice day. You say you too. Simple, polite and natural. Now let us practice more speaking prompts. Answer aloud. What time did you wake up today? Good. What is one thing you want to improve in your English? Good. What is something you enjoy doing? Very nice. Now let us practice vocabulary related to travel. Repeat after me. Ticket. Luggage. Passport. Reservation. Flight. Hotel. Destination. Journey. Good. Now let us practice expressing the future using will. Repeat after me. I will call you later. Good. I will finish this tomorrow. Good. I will help you. Good. Now let us do a longer natural conversation to build fluency. Imagine you meet a friend at a shopping mall. Your friend says, hey, nice to see you, what are you doing here? You say, I just came to buy a few things, what about you? Your friend says, I am looking for a birthday gift for my sister. You say, oh, that is nice, do you know what kind of gift you want to buy? Your friend says, not yet, she likes music and books. You say, maybe you can buy her a nice book. Your friend says, that is a good idea, I will look for one. You say, great, I hope you find something. Your friend says, thank you, see you later. You say, see you. Now repeat after me. I just came to buy a few things. Good. Do you know what kind of gift you want to buy? Good. I hope you find something. Good. Now let us practice expressing likes and dislikes. Repeat after me. I like listening to music. Good. I like reading books. Good. I do not like waking up early. Good. I do not like crowded places. Good. Now let us imagine you are meeting a new teacher. You say, hello, my name is Archie. The teacher says, nice to meet you, Archie, I am your English teacher. You say, I am excited to learn. The teacher says, that is wonderful, let's begin. Simple and polite. Now let us practice vocabulary for describing people. Repeat after me. Friendly. Helpful. Quiet. Talkative. Patient. Confident. Good. Now let us practice a positive affirmation. Repeat after me. I can speak English. Good. I am improving every day. Good. I enjoy learning. Good. I believe in myself. Good. Now I want to encourage you one more time. Your English learning journey is unique. You do not need to compare yourself with others. You only need to focus on your own improvement. If you practice a little every day, you will see great progress. Real-life conversations are not tests. They are simply moments where we connect with other people. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with your progress. You are doing wonderfully. We will now gently move toward the end of our session. I want you to take a deep breath. Now think about everything you practiced today. You learned greetings, ordering food, asking for directions, making small talk, asking polite questions, expressing feelings, describing your day, practicing pronunciation, listening to short stories, answering questions, and building real-life confidence. You did a lot of meaningful learning today. Before we end, I want you to say one final sentence with me. I am confident and I will continue practicing. Say it aloud. Very good. Thank you for spending your time learning with me today. Keep practicing these conversations whenever you can. The more you practice, the more natural English will feel. I am proud of your effort and I believe in your progress. Take care, keep learning, and I will see you again in the next lesson.